A jury has found Erin Patterson guilty of murdering 3 relatives and attempting to murder a 4th by serving them beef Wellington laced with deadly death cap mushrooms. On July 29, 2023, Patterson had hosted a lunch at her home in Leongatha, attended by her estranged husband's parents, Don and Gail Patterson, and his aunt and uncle, Heather and Ian Wilkinson. All 4 guests were diagnosed with amanita mushroom poisoning caused by the poisonous death cap mushroom. Gail and Heather died on the 4th of August, followed by Don the next day. Ian Wilkinson survived but spent weeks in intensive care and rehabilitation. In November of that year, police arrested and charged Patterson with 3 counts of murder and eventually a further count of attempted murder, to which she pleaded not guilty. During the trial, the prosecution argued Patterson had invited the 4 elderly guests to her home on the pretense that she had cancer and needed advice on how to break the news to her children, before deliberately poisoning them. The prosecution had alleged Patterson searched online for locations of where death cap mushrooms were growing and purchased a food dehydrator, which she later dumped after her lunch guests were hospitalised. The defence argued that the incident was a tragedy and terrible accident, that she never intended to harm her guests, and she had panicked and lied to police about never foraging for mushrooms or owning a food dehydrator because she was overwhelmed by what had happened. The high-profile trial took place in the regional city of Morwell and ran for 10 weeks. The jury began deliberation on the 30th of June, and when they returned to deliver their verdict, Guardian Australia reporter Benita Kolovos was in the room. She noted that after weeks of evidence, dozens of witnesses and days of deliberation, it was all over within a few minutes.
I think it's very important that we remember that we've had 3 people. 3 people have died, and we've had a person that nearly died and was seriously injured as a result, and that has led to these charges. I ask that we acknowledge those people and not forget them.